Today, I'm going to show you how to use the fifth tab in LeadSheetStudio. This is the chart editor. This tab is where you create charts from scratch, write directly on templates, add text and cues, and even transcribe while listening to audio in the same window. At the top, you'll see the tool buttons and the template selector. Under template, you can choose backgrounds like empty music sheet piano, or empty box chart. These give you different starting layouts depending on the kind of chart you want to make. Now let's look at the tools. You have Select, Pen, Eraser, and Text. Pen is for freehand writing. Use it for chords, rhythmic slashes, rehearsal notes, section labels, or anything else you want to sketch by hand. Text lets you place typed text directly on the page. That's useful for cleaner titles, section names, cues, and labels. Eraser removes content. And Select is for working with things that are already on the page. Below that, you have Color and Size. Color changes the active drawing or text color. Size changes the pen thickness. And when you're working with text, it controls the text sizing behavior for that tool. Now let's talk about pages. The chart editor supports multi-page work. Use Add Page to insert a new page after the current one. Use Remove Page to delete the current page. And use Prev and Next to move through the session. The page label shows exactly where you are. That's useful when you're building a longer arrangement instead of just one page. Next is Zoom. You have minus, plus, reset, fit, 100%, and the default Vroom button. These controls help you switch between detail work and full page viewing. Now let's look at the session controls. You have New Session, Save, and Load. New Session starts a clean chart. Save stores the session so you can come back later. And Load restores a saved session. That lets you keep editing without flattening the chart too early. Now let's move to the audio tools. At the top, you'll see Analyze Audio, Tap Tempo, and Metronome. Analyze Audio estimates the tempo and key from an audio file. Tap Tempo lets you tap in a BPM manually. And Metronome opens a floating practice tool you can keep nearby while writing. Inside the metronome, you can set the BPM, choose the time signature, adjust grouping, change the volume, and keep the window on top if needed. Now look at the transcription player above the canvas. This lets you listen and write in the same tab. Click Load Audio to bring in a track. Then use Play, Stop, -2 seconds, -5 seconds, +2 seconds, and +5 seconds to rehear phrases quickly. You can also set loop points with Set A and Set B. Then turn on Loop AB to repeat a section while you transcribe it. Clear Loop removes the current loop. There are also speed controls for 100%, 75%, and 50% playback. And the waveform lets you scrub through the audio visually. So this tab works as both a writing tool and a transcription workspace. Now let's look at editing controls. You have Undo and Redo. And you also have Copy, Paste, and Delete. That makes it much easier to experiment while sketching and revising. When you're ready to export the result, you have two choices. Export PDF creates a PDF version of the chart. Export Images creates image files for the pages. You can also choose the image format from the image format selector. So a simple workflow looks like this. First, choose the template that matches the chart you want to make. Second, write with the pen tool and add clean labels with the text tool. Third, add pages as needed for longer charts. Fourth, use the audio player, loop tools, and tempo features while transcribing. Fifth, save the session so you can come back later. And finally, export to PDF or images when the chart is ready to share or print. That's the basic chart editor workflow in LeadSheetStudio.